welcome to Glory Hunter. So we're back today, I think it's episode 7, and today I've come back a little bit earlier. I'll just quickly show you the schedule. So we were going to come back for the Braga and Fulham game, I believe it was those two. But I didn't really notice the Liverpool home game. Now this, if I just quickly show you the table, this is going to be probably one of the biggest games of the season. There's 10 games left. We're currently 7 points ahead. With our current form not being brilliant, but we're looking to get back on top. So, as you can see, we've got the 7 points ahead. Liverpool to play today. If we play Liverpool, so I'll just pull up the fixtures. If we beat Liverpool today, it could be massive for this title sort of chase. It could be absolutely massive, as Wolves, I believe, play Watford. Now, Watford are currently not fighting for relegation, but avoiding relegation, and they're at home. So it'll be a bit of a weird one. But the other big games today are Tottenham and City, which is a huge one. If Tottenham can pull off a win, perhaps against City, that means City are completely out of the race for the title as well. And then Arsenal against Chelsea. Now, if Chelsea win, that means Arsenal again are in for this 4th place battle. And if we do win our game, it puts pressure on Wolves to win. And it's definitely something that we can sort of try and capitalise on. So, I've gone all out for this game. Januzaj has been coming to the side. I think he's got 3 assists for us. What has he got? Let's have a look. Yeah, 3 assists overall, because these are just the Premier League stats that they show here. Overall, he's played 5 games for us, 2 goals and 3 assists. In the Europa League, he's scored, 2 and assisted 2. And in the Premier League, he's scored 1. But his recent run of form has been really, really good. Recent run of form has been really, really good. Sancho on the left, playing his natural role instead this time, instead of outside on the right. Now, he does link up well with Wan-Bissaka, as you've seen, because we've been playing Rashford there, but Rashford, I think he's injured, Rashford. Yeah, Rashford picked up an injury, so he's out for 4 to 11 days. So we're running with this side. We've got David De Gea in net, Luke Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, Fred in that deep lying playmaker role, Goretzka and Pogba in the middle, Pogba pushing forward a little bit in that advanced playmaker attack role, Januzaj on the right, Sancho on the left, Martial through the middle, and if we have to have anyone off the bench, we can take our pick from there. I'll just put Scott McTominay in, just so we can play that ball-winning midfielder role if we need him. Dan James on the bench. Shaw? No, not Shaw. Who's injured? Kurzawa. Kurzawa's injured, but he's returning imminently. So that is a really good sign for us. Right, so here we have it. This is going to be the Liverpool game. This is going to be a massive, massive game for us. They've put out their strongest side, as you can see. Robertson, Arnold, Van Dijk and Lovren, well, maybe Matip, not Lovren. Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Milner, Mane and Salah as well are a big 2. And then Milik, who hasn't really scored that many goals this season in the Premier League. Sorry, I don't know if you can see. My dog's just on my bed. So you might hear a bit of squeaking every so often. Trying to distract her. But yeah, back to the match. Go to the dressing room. We're going to have to tell the lads it's got to be a passionate one. It's got to be something pretty passionate. We've been on a good run lately or something. But then as well, we're going to tell them I have faith in them. This is something that we've really got to try and push forward with and sort of take advantage of right now. The dog's just like roaming around my bed. Robertson's picked up an injury quite early on, so we're going to try and push down that right-hand side, see if we can find the weakness through there. As we have the first highlight of the game, Robertson plays it to Fabinho. Maybe if we can nick it off them here. Passes it to Milner. Arnold's on the wing there, and he's quite lethal on this game from those sort of positions. Robertson with the ball back in. We're getting completely dominated here, but Januzaj now on this right-hand side, coming away with it, passes it out wide to Sancho. If he can do something with it, which he can't because Virgil van Dijk's managed to nick it off him. And he's running it down the line. He's coming forward. Milik now, what can he do? And he's Alright, he's smashed it in that top corner. I'm going to have to fight fire with fire here, I think. Tighter marking. We're going to have to do something because we really can't afford to lose this game and let them gain on us. Virgil van Dijk running it forward there. Beautiful ball over the top. Maguire's not fast enough. And beautiful finish. For someone who hasn't scored that many, that 9th goal this season as well. For someone who hasn't scored that many goals, he's really performed there. I'm going to have to make a few opposition instructions as well because we can't be having him doing what he's doing. Got to try and get back into this game with Robertson on the left-hand side again. Luke Shaw gets it clear and gets it to Sancho, who finds Martial. Beautiful ball over the top. Can he finish here? He can't get it past Alisson, which is a shame. We're coming back into this side anyway. Let's ask him, see if we can show some passion as they get really fired up. This is a proper Northwest derby here. Pogba coming forward. Beautiful turn there. Can he find Martial? He can. Beautiful touch out with his feet. And again, Alisson with the save. If you see me looking over my shoulder and just checking my dog's not doing anything stupid. He's just roaming around my room again. Probably one of the most important games of the season. As it comes to Mane, who just puts it past the post. We need to get creative, lads. We need to get something going here. As Januzaj picks up the ball, manages to steal it off him, takes it, dribbles forward, beautiful ball out to Sancho. Can he finish? He can't. It should have gone across the keeper there. Beautiful play by Januzaj. Really good play there. Up towards Milik, who can't really do much with it. And David De Gea claims, what will we do here? He finds Sancho again. Can he go on a run and do something with it? Goretzka now. To Pogba. To Luke Shaw out on the left. Back into Sancho. And Sancho blazes it wide. Get off. She's roaming around my room, just taking everything. So, let's see. It's half time. We're going to have to get sort of aggressive with this. Come on, lads. Show a bit of desire. There we go. That's what we want to see. We want to see a bit of passion behind it. A bit of meaning. Goretzka's not having the best game of his life. We might have to change this round with Milner now. Milner plays it down the line to Salah. Can Luke Shaw get there? He can't. And Salah's through here. And De Gea with a great save. I've got to give it De Gea. He's really come through towards the end of this season. Salah with the ball in here and David De Gea claims it. Demand a bit more from the lads. They're all focused. I want to see them push forward. We're going to have to make a tactical change here. As Salah swings it in towards the back post. We're going to have to make a tactical change. What can we do? I'm going to take Goretzka off. He's not had the best game of his life, I'm afraid. And we'll play this sort of formation with Goretzka up top. And then I'm going to bring on Mason Greenwood. He makes a big difference in these sort of games, claiming that poacher role. He does make a massive difference. As Pogba now plays it out wide to Sancho, comes inside, but Virgil van Dijk runs out with the ball again. Hopefully he doesn't make anything of it. Wijnaldum in the middle. And Fred takes it off him to Greenwood up top. Come on, son. Oh, Martial, can he follow it up? He cannot follow it up. I thought he might have been able to do something there. Oh, come on, boys. I'm going to make another change. I'm going to take Januzaj off. He's played pretty well this game, but he's a bit tired. And I'm going to bring on Daniel James to replace him, sort of get a bit of pace on the pitch. See what we can do with this game. We're on the front foot again. Pogba with the ball now, getting double teamed. Can he find a bit of a pass off? He can. Sancho now to Fred. Fred, can he find a pass? Pogba switches it to Wan-Bissaka. Beautiful ball out wide. Can he find a ball inside? He can. But Sancho picks it up now with a poor clearance from Salah. Into Shaw. Shaw now to Pogba, to Sancho, to Shaw. Can he find a cross? No, but finds Pogba. Pogba with a beautiful ball in. Fred, now James. James again. And he just can't get a shot off in time. I'm just going to have to get my dog. I can't believe this. one of the most really hyped games of the year. And my dog seems to be ruining it for me. Come here. Bloody messing about, nicking stuff around my room. Right, what can we do? I'm back. Wan-Bissaka now. Greenwood. Greenwood takes it down the line. Plays it back to Pogba. Pogba into Shaw. To Lindelof. To Pogba. To Shaw. Great into play here. Sancho down the line. Can he get there? He can. Greenwood's in the middle, but no header. And they seem to try and come on this counter-attack now as the beautiful ball out to Mane. One takes it past Wan-Bissaka and Wijnaldum's there. And a beautiful save by De Gea. That could be a really important part of this game. And Greenwood's through. Jesus, end-to-end stuff, and Greenwood puts it past the post. Oh. Just puts it past the post. He's making some great runs, Greenwood. I'm going to take Martial off. He's not really played that well this game. I'm going to bring on Belotti. Switch these two about. Have a pressing forward up top. I've got to push these forward as well. Get these playing really high up. I'm going to get Pogba playing that Salah role, I think. Get these in support. Pushing forward. We've got to make changes. We've got to go very attacking. Run it down the sides. We've got to run at them. Find a way. Find a way forward now. This is it. We need at least a draw from this game. At least. Milik on the ball now. To Wijnaldum. To Mane. Great tackle by Wan-Bissaka, but Wijnaldum wins it back. He's running forward. He's got the room to shoot, and he does. Come on, boys. This is not the time. And oh, I've just missed it. Greenwood scored just missed it. Greenwood scored an absolute screamer of a free kick. I've just looked over at the dog barking, and Greenwood. Look at the whip on that. Coming through. What a goal. 11th goal of the season. What a goal. I'm still going to go for it. We've got a few minutes remaining. Hopefully we can make something of this. The dog's going crazy, and we've managed to pull off a draw against what looked like a lost game for us. Come here. The dog's going mental. I'm just gonna get to the dressing room and try and sort this out, I think, and I'll see you in the post match. Doggy, what are you doing? Right, so I'm back after dealing with a dog. I don't think many managers would have to deal with a little Shih Tzu during the game. But Greenwood with a beautiful free kick. That could be one of the pivotal parts of the season. We've managed to just squeeze a draw out of it. I think that takes us to, let's have a look, 7 points clear. 7 points clear now because Liverpool did manage to get the point, the draw out of us. So we're still only 7 points ahead of them. But that could be a big game. We've not dropped points against two of the rivals below us. So I'm just going to take you through the fixtures now, just so we can see some of these fixtures, and then we're going to go straight into the Braga game. Let's have a look. So Manchester City have beaten Tottenham. Tottenham couldn't pull anything off for us. And let's just have a look if the Arsenal and Chelsea game, just see what's going on with them, because City are looking to try and come back a little bit here now. I don't know where that puts them in the table. I'll just have to double check that. I don't know if they're on 60 points, so it might put them a few points off us. And Arsenal I've managed to beat Chelsea. That's a big result. So if we go to see this now, yeah, Arsenal and City are now 6 points behind us, pushing Liverpool out of the way. Obviously, we've got that game in hand on them both. We can go 9 points clear of City and Arsenal. But Liverpool have come through. But if Wolves now win their game, that is a big one. It is a big one. But I'll see you and I'll update you when we're playing Braga. Right, so we're back. Dealt with the dog. She's now downstairs. But we're going to go into the second leg of the Braga game. So the Braga game, we actually won 3-0 last time away from home. So we've got the 3-0 advantage coming into this home leg. I'm feeling pretty confident against this Braga side. So I am going to rotate the team out a lot. Greenwood's going to get his first start because he deserved it as far as I'm concerned. Haymanager is going to stay in the side because he's playing really well. Really well, excuse me, sorry. We're going to bring in James Garner, I believe. Twanzebe coming in for Lindelof, I believe, as I always do. Kera coming in. Tete coming in for Wan-Bissaka. We're going to have De Gea still plays the games. Ethan Laird coming in just to get a bit of game time. Who else? I might actually bring through. I'm going to get Brandon Williams on the bench for Luke Shaw. Kovar in there. Mata can come on for a bit of game time. He needs a bit. Wan-Bissaka's part of the England setup because he's been playing quite well this season. Who else? We're going to get Timothy Fosu-Mensah on the bench. Eric Bailly's sort of not found. I can't really find a place for Eric Bailly with the signing of Kera. He's played. I think he's played one game. Yeah, he's played one game. He's not been fantastic. So sadly, although he's one of my favourite players in real life, and we've paid quite a lot for him, I might have to let him go at the end of the season because I can't find any real space with him. Perhaps as well with Phil Jones coming back, Chris Smalling probably will come into the side sort of as a player that we can maybe use. Twanzebe I might have to send out on loan because he's someone that I might use in the future. But this is Glory Hunter. I sort of got lost in sort of United setup, and I'm going to bring someone from the under-23s who is a current ability. Who's the next best thing coming through? Dimitri Mitchell, James Garner, Ethan Laird, and Angel Gomez is the next best thing. So we're going to bring him into the senior squad. He can play alongside. He can play in there instead of Fred. We'll put him up front like that. So that's how we're going to play it. We're going to go attacking. We're going to get a bit of game time for the youngsters coming through. Just going to see how it goes. It's not. Well, we've sort of. Braga have to score 3 goals, and I think if at half time anything goes against us, I can just make a few changes and we can sort of secure the win if we want to. But I can't see this going sort of badly, in a sense. We're still quite a strong side considering. Braga aren't exactly the strongest of sides, and Januzaj picks it up now. He's been fantastic in the Europa League, can I just add. Mason Greenwood's been phenomenal as well. Can he get the ball across? He can. He finds Dan James, who slots it in the bottom corner. Goal for Dan James. And it's already started. 11 minutes in, and we've managed to get the goal. We're on for a winner, I think, already. They're sort of secure in the second round. I'll show you I think the Europa League now, they draw the quarterfinals and then the semi-finals already, so sort of if you win what's going to happen later on so who you're going to be facing. I think there's a chance I'll be facing Borussia Dortmund. I think I faced Borussia Dortmund if I win this game, should I say, as Greenwood scores, but I believe it's offside. As we know on this game, every single goal review just goes against you, which maybe next year they might change. They might change that next year. So if there's sort of a goal review, they might say, if Dan James gets injured, I'll bring on Mata and swap these two round. In a goal review, they might say, for example, we'll check it, and some might go for you, some might not. So it'll be a wasted sort of key highlight, but it'll add a bit to the game because I think at the moment you know going into it whether or not it's going to be. You just know it's offside basically. So let's have a look as we're going forward now. Januzaj gets it to Gomez, who plays a nice ball across, but Mata gets it back from Garner and puts it over the bar, which isn't fantastic. Coming through again now as we've got a free kick. Tete on the ball, plays the ball down the line to Matu, who plays on the shoulder, and Greenwood's there and poof, there. 12th goal of the season, Mason Greenwood. I was considering actually buying another striker for the start of next season, but I think having Martial as the main man, who seems to be able to perform on a regular basis, I've not played him every single game in the Premier League, but if we win the Premier League, that's a big if as well, because, well, I'll show you in a second the Premier League at the moment, because it's a bit of a weird one. But if we win the Premier League, I don't really have to play for the Premier League next season. I can just play for the Champions League, which is as they go and score a goal on the brink of half time from a quite nice header, to be honest. But if we manage to get the Premier League, as I'm saying, the Champions League is going to be the next big thing, the next aim. So we're still in the FA Cup for the major cup of the English League. We're still in for the highest accolade being the Premiership, the domestic title in this league, which are the two things that we probably need. And now, if we win those two, it might be worth just saying that's enough with United, as Januzaj just thumps it at the near post. Great. This game in the background is probably one of the best that we can see at the moment. With the youngsters coming on as well. Tete plays it to Garner. Garner with a beautiful ball across to Januzaj. He's been playing very well this season, Garner. I've got to give it him. But yeah, I need to stay on track with everything I'm saying. So it might be worth leaving Manchester United now, because I can't see how I'd build a Champions League worthy side with the one I've got now. So Martial up top's a great sort of player to have. Sancho's a brilliant player to have, as Greenwood's gone through. Can't finish. So I can say De Gea in net's fantastic. Wan-Bissaki's not really a world-class right-back. He's not really progressed this season either. He just seems to be good at tackling, and that's about it. He doesn't really get many crosses in. Who else? We've got Maguire, who I don't think is that great on FM. He plays quite well, but I don't think he's fantastic. And then we've got the likes of, for example, Belotti's all right. Pogba can play. Goretzka's a pretty good signing for how much we got him for. Fred's decent, but he's not really all there. You want someone sort of really solid. So to make a Champions League side out of the side we've got here is very hard, I think. I think it's really hard to do that. I can't see how we'd manage to make the sort of really strong side. Whereas, for example, if perhaps PSG aren't struggling, I've already had a look. I've had a look around the world, as I'll give you the review at the end of the season. But PSG aren't struggling at the moment. That's sort of a side where you can sort of perhaps say, yeah, we'll go there, we'll build a team, they'll give us the money. Or Real Madrid, we'll go there, we'll build a team, they'll give us the money. Whereas with this side, depending on how much money we get to spend, I can say De Gea's safe, we need a new right back, possibly need a new left back because Luke Shaw and Kurzawa, they're all right, we can interchange them. We definitely need a new centre back, so we can have Smalling and Maguire as the backups, because Maguire on this game isn't very good, I've got to admit. Like in real life. Don't get me started on the Burnley game. As you probably know, I'm a United fan. That Burnley game was diabolical from Maguire. But he's just not fast enough on the game, I don't think. With through balls on this game and how this game copes with through balls, you need like I can't remember. Well, there's full time anyway. You need like a fast centre back. You need someone that's going to be able to cope with like an over the top through ball from someone with pace. So building off that, we need a defensive midfielder. Probably need another central midfielder if we can. Left wing, we're sort of sorted. Perhaps maybe a backup. And then right wing, we're pretty much set now with Januzaj and Sancho. So probably another striker, maybe perhaps, but Greenwood's been performing. Martial, Rashford, Sancho, Pogba with Goretzka, maybe a defensive midfielder, a new centre-back, a new right-back, and maybe keep the left-backs, but it might be worth seeing what jobs are open at the end of the season. So, as you can see, we've gone through an aggregate there. Let's see who else has gone through. Arsenal have gone through, Bayern Leverkusen have gone through, Dortmund have gone through, Lazio through, Ajax have gone through, surprisingly, there, with Sporting Lisbon sort of playing pretty well. Wolves has gone through, and Rennes have gone through. So, I'll just show you I think it's, where can we see this now? Quarterfinals, here we are, it's already been drawn. So we are playing Borussia Dortmund away from home in the first leg. That'll be a big game for us. That might be the next game. I might show you on here, depending on when it is. And then it's Wolves, Leverkusen, Arsenal, Ajax, and Lazio, Rennes. Lazio looking like they've pulled a pretty strong side, and Wolves pulled quite a decent side in Leverkusen as well. And then if we go to the semi-final of this, Wolves or Bayern Leverkusen will play the winner of me or Dortmund. Dortmund are playing very well this season. Their side's really, really strong. And then Ajax or Arsenal, and then Lazio or Rennes. So that'll be quite interesting to see. And the last thing I'll update you on is the Premier League table. Now, Wolves, what did they do in the week? Wolves lost against Watford. I told you it was a big game. Watford are playing pretty well at the moment, as I've been seeing in a few results. And they've managed to really pull it through, I've got to admit. They've really managed to pull it through. So we're now 8 points ahead. We're 8 points clear of them. If their next game, let me just check their next game. Their next game will be, in the Premier League anyway, Crystal Palace away from home, after a Sheffield United game in the FA Cup, but it's a week after, so it'll be fine. So that's them. So they can't afford to lose points there whatsoever. But if we get them 3 points, we go 9 points clear of Manchester City and Arsenal, which then, with 8 games left, you can sort of see where I'm coming from. We have to lose 3 of those 8 games. And those 8 games, I'll quickly show you the schedule. Those 8 games are Newcastle, West Ham. Tottenham's the hard one. I'll give you that. Tottenham is the hard one, but they're struggling around 7th place, 8th place. Leicester, which will be a hard game as well away from home. But then Sheffield United, Brighton, Everton, Bournemouth and Crystal Palace. We have to, losing 3, because we have to lose 3, and they have to win all of them, the other team. Losing 3 of them games is going to be some sort of a big break in form. So that's that. I shall come back in this double episode here. Will be a big one. I've tried to keep these short, but I keep going over time and being really talking too much. I need to talk very quick and whilst we're in the game. I think I'm learning anyway. I'm learning. So Dortmund versus Tottenham. That'll be Dortmund versus Tottenham. Dortmund and Tottenham. That'll be a great episode. Having the Europa League second leg, I'll play through the first leg, see what the result is, and then coming back to Old Trafford in the home leg. I'm pretty happy with playing away first. I can sort of approach the game cautiously and try and get a few goals on the counter, so they have to come to us and attack. But then Tottenham as well, that'll be a big game for us. So that'll be leading us into the last 7 games of the league. Newcastle and West Ham will play in the meantime, as well as seeing if we can get into the semi-final of the FA Cup. But yeah, it's been that a lot of explaining done in this. A lot of information thrown at you. I probably have to kind of sort of crush it down. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. We're getting to the end of the first season near enough. Hopefully try and do each season in 10 episodes. See how I can sort of squeeze things through. I don't want to drag it out too much. So yeah, hope you did enjoy. This has been Alex, or Haymanager as you know. If you did enjoy, leave a like as I said. Subscribe if you are new and you're enjoying the content, and I shall see you in the next episode. Ciao.